long, long time.
It's on!
Hey, everybody. It's October 20th, Monday, and that means it's time for Disney Parks Talk, because we do this every single Monday. So, give or take. My name is Jimmy Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. Over there in her C-3PO shirt is my wife, Rebecca. How you doing, Rebecca?
I'm doing well. Nice to be back with the crew. It's been a while.
Quite a while. Below her is it's been so long I forgot his name, but
West Coast Mike Celestino.
That'd be Mike Celestino. No, I'm just kidding. Mike Celestino. That's right there, right next to him, right next to his beard.
Hello.
Mike Celestino, coming to us live from where exactly are you today?
I'm at the happiest place on earth.
Yay!
Are you somewhere near Tiana's Bayou Adventure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm right
Little
above
bridge.
the.
That's a nice spot.
Hey,
You
there's
go.
people.
Look, there goes a
Hi,
lot.
people. You're on television. Somebody's television. And next to him is our vice president of never being in the same place 2 days in a row, Jeremiah Good. How you doing, Jeremiah?
I'm tired, Doobie. Thanks for asking.
Where are you coming to us from today?
I am in Orlando for the time being. I shouldn't say that out loud because we all know how that goes. But
We do. All right, let's get started. What's going on in the world of Disney today, and let's talk about today specifically, Jeremiah, because Disney was not unaffected by the major incidents of the world, right?
yes, I made it over to Disney's Hollywood Studios in the midst of, Skynet taking over everything.
We don't know that's not true.
No, for me, and I'm sure the same is for Mike, there are small things in the park, but it's, the normal guest wouldn't have picked it up. When I walked up, instead of putting down my finger for the biometric scan, they just kind of said, go in, it's green, you're good. So it just very COVID time of not touching anything, but this was because of the system being down. And then, as you can see from the Tower of Terror there, we didn't have any wait times. Wasn't lines. There just weren't any wait times. And the strangest thing is, I can remember this happening in the past, and they'd have temporary wait time signs out, and the cast member would be holding it. Nowhere. Not from Tower, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Rise of the Resistance. Was there any wait time sign? It was just, you walked up, and if you want to know how long the wait time was, you'd ask the cast member.
Because it was in the app, right? Or sometimes, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I wondered. Yeah.
They had the main digital wait times signs working, so I saw that next to Tower. I believe somebody is asking the posted wait time on the app and the posted wait time on the wait time sign outside was, I believe, the same time. But it was strange walking by Rise of the Resistance. They had an umbrella up for the cast member that was very conveniently placed to block where the wait time sign would be. So I don't know if it's actually up or not. I have not paid attention to the Skynet since I left the park.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Oh, hi, Sarah.
Hi, Dio.
And JTT, Nikki B,
Teeny.
Sarah and the Skywalking Through Neverland crew were out here in Walt Disney World. They did some fun stuff, and they went over to Universal's Epic Universe and has some great stuff about that. So go check that out.
Lucky them. Mike, man, your location, why would you not just work there every single day? Just bring your laptop and do your job.
It also requires me sitting in several hours worth of traffic to get here and back, sadly.
Southern California. All right. So when I woke up this morning, the first thing I saw was there was some what I think is pretty big news. I'm not sure, I haven't been in the zeitgeist too much, but has this been rumored at all? This to me is a huge story. Mike, are you aware of this Soarin thing?
Yeah, I saw we're getting a third version of Soarin across America.
Love that poster.
That is a
And
cool poster.
my understanding is that Patrick Warburton is shooting a new pre-show video. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so. Because he's the one that gave us the announcement, which is just so cool that they got him to do that. So one would presume he is the ageless wonder. And this is in celebration of America's 250th anniversary next year. Just reading this in conjunction with that got me so excited for all the stuff that's going to be happening next year around this country. But yeah, a third film, Soaring Around the World, and got some pictures of them working on it. Just very exciting.
This is what makes me excited.
The helicopter
is the getting the them talking about getting the equipment together and going to the places that they needed to go and that kind of thing, because it makes me hopeful that it will be not as computery as Around the World was, because that was one of the things for me that I loved about Soarin'. And then Doobie, you and I have done not Disney, but at Mall of America, Flyover America,
right,
and
which was
just magnificent, spectacular.
Yeah, and it was longer than Soarin'. I can't imagine. I mean, it was much longer than Soarin'. A great experience, but just the concept. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, as far as length, it was more like the Circle Vision, right? Kind of. It was long. It was approaching that length.
What much longer than just a 5-minute ride, but just seeing all the sights of this country, which is just such a varied country, was just spectacular. And so looking forward to this next summer. And Disney just pulling one on us. It's always nice when we can be surprised with good news, and this was a big surprise. This was great.
And this is not the first Soarin' news. Like, Shanghai getting the third theater and changing out their ending. That was kind of, nobody expected that. I mean, next we're going to hear that Tokyo is going to get their new ending finally. Did you guys go on the one in Tokyo?
We did not, sadly. We had to draw some lines. Gideon was telling us it's a great pre-show. You got to go just for the pre-show, but you didn't do it either, Mike?
No, we figured since Soarin' is most largely the same as it is here, we kind of skipped that one.
Yeah, tough to draw those lines, but yeah, like I said, so excited now. This was really the first announcement that got me like, that's right. Next year is this country's 25th anniversary. That's going to be spectacular. And then it seems like Disney is really doing it up for it. They did another announcement requiring their Why am I doing that? Come on, Debbie. Requiring the fireworks for next year. Jeremiah, are you up on this?
Yes. And it is definitely one of those, Disney is putting our short-term memory to the test. They have done 3 nights of fireworks in the past. They've done the 3rd, 4th, and 5th before. It's been a few years, but I'm very excited for that, especially since hopefully that means one of those nights I can be out on Poly Beach and watch the best view possible of the 4th of July fireworks.
That is a cool place to watch it. We were just at the Poly Beach just a few days ago. Wow. We Rebecca and I were at Disney World for about 10 or 11 days last week.
Yeah, I was not here for most of that.
Exactly. Yeah, we still have a shirt we need to get from you. And it's just great to be there. We didn't even get that much park time, but we did get some. This little guy, he got a ton of park time. We basically dropped him off and let him stay till close almost every day, and he had so much fun. Which for him means just riding Dinosaur over and over or riding Jungle Cruise over and over.
Along with this announcement, they also announced that they're going to be giving a $2.5 million donation to the Blue Star families and doing various outreach efforts, increasing, I'll say, their outreach efforts to our service members. And then also, I'm sure you're going to hear much more about their veteran hiring programs that they have across the Disney company. They also are going to be showcasing various what I'll call Americana, as we discuss this, programming at ESPN, at National Geographic, at ABC. I mean, I loved the ESPN Sports Center travel across the U.S. that they did this past summer. What was 50 states in 50 days?
Yep.
So much fun, and it sounds like they're going to continue that kind of on-site. It's exciting to be reminded of just how diverse America is. And yet it's America. It's like we're united in that we're Americans, but yet there's just this richness of culture, urban, rural, so it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to Carousel Progress closing and America Sings coming back for the anniversary.
Oh,
I'm going to try and get used to saying the semi-quincentennial.
Yeah, that needs to go. That needs to die.
250th.
That's a lot to just say 250.
Sounds like a doobie thing to say.
Semi-quincentennial. I heard it for the first time the other day as I was listening to a podcast. I'm like, yeah, that's not catching on in my.
No one's ever heard of a quincentennial, and so putting the semi. How about the buy and a half centennial? I'd rather have a buy and a half centennial than a semi-quincentennial.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's not going to catch on either. Just 250.
250. Yeah. Now I'm anticipating more, like Disney just going all in. Isn't this what I feel? I wish you guys may know. I wish Benji was here, but isn't this part of what Ken Potrock's new position was Disney working on special stuff specifically in relation to 250?
I remember hearing something about that. Yeah.
So if this is in any way related to, we are taking this 250 seriously here at Disney, because as we know, Walt Disney was as big a patriot as anyone, or something like that. Then
America on Parade's coming back. The dunking of the Salem witch trial float.
There's so many. Maybe they're going to resurrect Disney's America.
I would love to see like that. We call it Imagineering. I think that's the name of the series. But yes. I would love to see them do a special on that Disney's, like these kinds of things. The Disney America on Parade, the Vote for Pooh stuff. Just those times when Disney just leaned all the way in to being an American brand.
Giant, yes, the big ballooned American president thing. So many possibilities. All right, but let's move on.
I think he's thinking of Goofy on Parade.
Let's move on to France, because this attraction from France, Jeremiah's happy. Why don't you tell us why you're happy, Jeremiah?
I thought you were going to the nighttime show, but I am definitely excited for this. I had the ability to ride.
Every time someone goes down,
Remy's Ratatouille adventure.
Unmute your mic so we can hear that.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that's Jeremiah's hand in the photo, but I made that terrible Photoshop.
I want to say, having you here, Mike, as one of our writers, I love the work we're doing on our thumbnails, even though that's not what they are lately. When I go to the front page of LP now and I just look at all these awesome images you guys are putting together, it just makes me smile. You guys are doing a fantastic job. I love it so much. All right, continue, Jeremiah.
So in Paris, I want to say it's been over a year, they've taken away their 3D on their Remy attraction. And then it was just recently announced that we are going to be losing the 3D here. And it wasn't until I think it was announced that I heard how many people get sick on this attraction. And I'm not one to get sick on an attraction, but it seems I've been on it where the motion has been off just by a split second on the visuals, and I can understand that. So instead, they're going to 2D here, and while they are replacing the projectors here with the state-of-the-art 2D projectors, basic projectors. They're going back and replacing the projectors in Paris, because in Paris they just turned off the projecting of that. But they're also adding some new props into Disneyland Paris and getting almost a scene in the queue that Epcot got, which is funny to see them kind of retrofit things in there. But it will be nice to see how more people can enjoy that, because that is one of those, the 3D attractions. We went through the time where everything had to be 3D, and now we're going, hey, let's bring in these great projectors and make them look amazing.
Yeah, I think 3D is probably a thing of the past. But next up, Zootopia. Where to
Unless
go?
you're James Cameron.
That's for sure. Zootopia better together. We got some news on that.
Nope.
We got this cool poster.
Better
Better
Together.
Zootopia. It's easier to say semi-quincentennial than Zootopia. But is this 3D, Jeremiah?
Yes.
Right,
this is taking over the former It's Tough to Be a Bug attraction in the Tree of Life. Opens
so 3D
up.
is not gone.
No. Literally just today is the 20th. That opens up on the 7th is the date that I have in my head. So we will be seeing this very shortly, and I'm excited. I love the world of Zootopia. I'd rather have the Zootopia land from Shanghai than just a
Really?
3D film. But
Shocking.
hey, anything Zootopia is better.
Yeah, that attraction in Shanghai looks great. Mike, you have a great eye. What do you think of this poster? In your 2-inch iPhone.
Allow me to remove my glasses so I can see up close. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Why?
I'm just curious.
I think it's fine.
Okay. Just wanted your opinion.
Okay.
It is kind of a basic poster, though. I mean,
Yeah.
there isn't anything that screams to me of, "Ooh, this is going to be as Gio put it, a 4D attraction," because there will be I think they're keeping almost all the effects that were in It's Tough to Be a Bug and just reusing them differently.
Except for one, I thought they specifically weren't. Was it the spider?
No wasp pokes.
That is the scariest thing. When those wasps poke you in the back, that is a little bit freaky. We also found out that Zootopia better Zoogether. No virtual queue. So Tony was happy. They will be adding it to the Lightning Lane multipass, at least at the launch. So,
I saw Nick and Judy in a little police car when we were there at Walt Disney World. I was like, oh, Zootopia merchandise popping up already. Woohoo!
Yeah, and Skywalking to Neverland once it all.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, that's Jason Bateman, right? My good buddy Jason Bateman?
Yes.
What's his name? Yeah. Just got to throw in there that he's my good buddy Jason Bateman, even though if you say my name to him, he would have no idea who I am. All right.
Don't believe that, Doobie. Everybody, I can say your name to just about anybody that's been around Disney for 20 plus years. They know who you are.
But if you asked him, who is the valedictorian of your, then he would be like, that guy.
Who was that fat kid you said?
Mike, did you climb out on a rock for that view? Did you climb over the fence?
No, he's right there. Look, see, beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, this is freaky.
Don't do that.
I'm on Soarin.
Photographer.
I feel like I'm gonna fall.
Wow.
This is great. Can you just stand there permanently so we can stream that all day? That's pretty cool. With your face, yeah, that's perfect. I like that. I like this. While we talk, Mike just moves around to cool shots. He's a film major. He knows how to do that. All right, let us get to a little more Disney World stuff and this surprising happening, Jeremiah. Wow. What do you really think, Rebecca?
I have to say
how it started, how it's going.
All the things that I will get to, hey, go cover this. When I get a TikTok first thing in the morning of, hey, check this out. Yeah. So I think that I finally have figured out that it is one of the other figures that they just put in place of the short and stout Figment took
That's
over
what I was gonna say. I totally envisioned that Winnie the Pooh song.
when I saw it on TikTok.
Round that I have found.
It didn't look like it was moving to me. And then when I went and saw it, it is the head moves and sings, but him in his, extra fluffy jacket is just standing there like this. I mean, we had a fear of me going the next day after finding this and it being changed. So at least it was still there, so we could have Rebecca losing it over the short and stout Figment.
Do you think they'll put the sweater on this guy?
Oh my goodness.
I really hope that by the start of the holidays at Epcot, that's fixed.
We just found out we may be going back to Disney World in a couple of weeks. I sure hope this sticks around long enough for us to see short and stout Figment. He's adorable.
Time for my
what else? What's going on in Disneyland, Mike? Mike, you haven't had enough to talk about. Just enlighten us. What's going on in your world?
What's going on here at Disneyland or in general?
Yeah. How's your day? Well, I mean, let's try to keep it Disney related, unless you're having some really interesting issues we can discuss.
Oh, I found. Oh,
have you had a lot of fiber, Mike?
What?
Have you had a lot of fiber?
I found a cool new Star Wars action figure set here that I think is brand new. I knew they had announced it on like the Hasbro website, but I hadn't seen it at the parks before, so I picked that up today.
Awesome. How's the park in general looking? Are you out there for anything in particular?
No, we've just been doing like weekly updates and whatever small stuff happens to be new. I spent a lot of today looking for a new cotton candy that people wanted photos of, but I could not find it.
Oh man. No, thank you, Rebecca.
You're welcome.
I noticed was that you that complained about how hard it is to get in the parking lot?
Yeah. It's
you
been
should
getting
have
tougher and tougher every week.
What'd you say, Mike?
I feel like the wait to get into Mickey and Friends has been longer every week that I've been coming lately.
Wait a second. This picture, sorry to take this away from you in a moment, Rebecca. But this picture that you tweeted or X'd or whatever we call it, this isn't just you driving up. This is the line. You are stopped here in the line.
Oh yeah, It was almost like back to the 5 freeway.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Absolutely.
Wow. Do you ever park in Toy
Sorry.
Story to compare?
I haven't gone to Toy Story parking in a while.
Okay. Jeremiah, what?
Yesterday I was out there, or Saturday, I'm sorry. Yes, Saturday I was out there. And we got off the 5 and the Flyover had nobody on it. And we didn't want to park on the roof, so we went to the surface side. But they had that entrance closed. So if we didn't take the Flyover, they sent us all the way around Mickey and Friends over by the Disneyland Hotel and cut in that way to park us in the Pixar Pals parking. So it really was like, I think we figured from the time we actually parked to the time we made it into the park, it was about 45 minutes, but the parking from the 5 was at least 20 to 30.
Do you remember, Jeremiah, when you just try?
I was gonna blame Mike's delay on AWS until Jeremiah. That was like a few days ago. So I'm very curious why we're seeing such a sluggish entry.
Because
Jeremiah.
California law, they have to give you a receipt for every transaction.
Do you remember, Jeremiah?
The number one reason.
Okay.
Driving up to the parking, flashing your pass, getting that yellow thing on there, parking about 20 feet from the entrance and just strolling in.
Walking in, getting my card of stupidity for the 40th anniversary,
Right.
going up to the gallery, looking at the construction, riding Pirates, and leaving. Yes, in 20 minutes.
I remember trying to grab a quick cup of coffee or a pastry or something before having to dash off to work. It was like my local Starbucks.
I used to do that. I totally forgot. I used to work in Anaheim. Nope. I used to work in Pomona and come from Huntington Beach. And I would just pop into Anaheim. I'd say, you know what? Let's go ride Splash Mountain before going to work and just park 10 minutes, 10 steps from the entrance, jump over to Splash Mountain, and then go to work.
Yep.
I've
Those-
never
those
said
were the
I'm
days.
just going to ride Splash Mountain and Disneyland really quick.
I did. I can distinctly remember doing that. Wow.
For me, it was that twisted cinnamon pastry that they had at the Main Street Bakery. I used to pop
I
in
know
and
which
grab
one
one
you're
of
talking
those.
about. And one thing we didn't have to worry about then was recharging our cell phones, but now we
man.
do. Thankfully, why is there a mute
FuelRod.
button there? Thankfully, there we go.
There-
What's up with this? Who wants to do this?
So the FuelRod system, which has been just the FuelRod itself for years, I can remember Benji and I finding the first FuelRod at the San Diego Comic-Con, and now they have updated so you can actually buy one of the bricks for $80. The FuelRod system that used to be $30 is now $40, but it still does. Both those come with the free exchanges, and then this one I think is well past the time of being needed. Is just the cable, because there have been many times where I've had a FuelRod and no cable. Not that I would buy a $20 cable, but it is definitely a nice option. And these have been replacing the previous just FuelRod system throughout the parks. Universal has had it for a while. They were the test out here, and now the Disney parks. This one I saw at Epcot the other day.
Let's get the
I don't know if
latest.
they've moved into Disneyland yet, Mike. I think you'll have to stop by the locker area.
I found a slightly quieter spot.
Oh, I thought you were just giving us a tour. I'm like, every 2 minutes, Mike goes to a different spot. I love it. I was really enjoying it. Feel free to continue.
So the Max 10 kit, if you're buying it in the parks, is $80. But FuelRod does have a website, so go check them out because and see if you get the same benefits and everything. I suspect even if you buy the kit elsewhere when you're on Disney property, you can still swap them out without a fee. But you can get it for $48.74, as low as $48.74. But the general price over here is $64.99 for that Max 10 kit, and that's one of those 10,000 ampere measurements, and it is swappable, just like the rods. It's just going to be able to hold more power for you before you have to swap it out.
And that system is still great. I've had more fuel rods than I can count over the years of like, oh no, my phone's dying. But yes, that new system. And they did just have, for Prime Days, they had deals. And then I'm sure coming up in just a few weeks, there'll be Black Friday deals on Amazon and on FuelRod's website.
Yeah, because that new Max 10 is is a MagSafe, so it kind of attaches to your phone and then also can do the wireless charging, which is very nice.
Wow.
Juby just discovered wireless charging this week. I bought a little pad thing, and he set his phone down. Wow, that was the reaction. Wow, I was like, who's the computer person in this relationship?
They have some in some of the different hotels that I'm pretty sure you've been in, Doobie.
Yes, this is not untrue, Jeremiah. Not untrue at all.
I feel like you guys are picking on me because I'm stupid, and I'm a little offended by that.
Yes, says the person who created a website that has changed the Disney world for all of us.
It isn't that you're stupid, honey. It's that you're
Way to make it up for me.
amazingly brilliant over here, and yet that's what we.
I'm 6'7". Am I 6'7"?
I was at In-N-Out, and there was a homecoming crew there. And, they don't even bother saying 67. They do the thing that causes the people to go into convulsions. And it is amazing to watch kids go into convulsions when that happens. Mike, if you don't know, don't learn now. Don't look.
Oh, the entire episode of South Park was about it this week, so I don't know all about it.
Oh, then I'll have to watch that.
You can get Rock'em Sock 6'7".
I saw that. That's when I knew it's done. It's over. All right, let's get to the Mike Celestino part of the show.
Yay!
Dance, Mike, dance.
Oh, that's the castle with snow.
I believe there's slightly more now today because that turret or parapet that's just left of center there now has snow on it. So it's really been steadily growing the amount of snow, and we're
I've
still
never
10
heard.
days away from Halloween. 11.
I've never heard the word parapet outside of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So thank you for.
Is
Yeah.
that not a
making me
parapet?
feel-
What is a parapet?
No,
Am
no,
I
no.
using that wrong?
No,
I
it
have
isn't
no
that.
idea.
It's just that it reminds them of something they love.
Yeah,
Okay.
safe behind these windows and these parapets of stone.
Yeah,
Um,
I can't think of another time I've ever heard parapet.
I mean, if you have 2 dogs, you have a parapet, but that's a different. So there is the October snow coming to Southern California. People don't seem too cold. And then I don't even know what this is, but I saw the author was Mike Celestino.
Oh, so I'm coming back here on Friday night. I think Jeremiah has done some of this on the East Coast, but
No,
I
don't
think
talk about that, Ricky.
11 p.m. on Friday night, I got to check in for this taping that will go overnight here at Disneyland for the holiday spectacular, and it goes until 6:30 a.m. the following morning.
I will tell you from experience, Mike, don't fly to California right after you do that for 2 days in a row.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, Mike, that's like earning your money.
yeah, isn't it? I
Yeah.
can't wait for it to be over. No, I'm
You're
just
looking
kidding.
forward to it. No,
It should be interesting.
I would pass on that so hard. Yeah. And speaking of Christmas, I can't believe there's all this Christmas talk already. Wow. Anyway, the Christmas tree stroll coming back to Disney Springs again this year. One of the coolest things they do for Christmas, just all the character themed Christmas trees. Love that so much. So glad it will be coming back. What else we got to say? What's the biggest? So we missed a lot, obviously, over the past month or so since we've done one of these. What's one of the stories that you just want to make sure you make mention of, Mike or Jeremiah?
If you
Not to put you on the
go,
spot.
we just posted the article about the archway, so the photos are up. Literally overnight, the Disney's Hollywood Studios archways was torn down. Thanks to our friend over at the Fantasyland News blog. He was the first one on site to have the photos of that. And then I was over there today, and it is strange to look at.
It is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's the view that we were used to, the archway since 1989, and now there's nothing. I am so looking forward to the new concept, and there we go. Because I love the studio look and just the feel of it. Adding the trees and the little walkways over to Brown Derby, it looks like it's going to transform the area and make it feel more special. I mean, it was special when it was the animation courtyard. It's coming back to that. But yeah, there's what it looked like. I want to say this was just a couple of weeks ago.
Insane.
Yeah. And that was, like I said,
change.
Literally overnight. I think I'd gone and seen it, and they'd always have a PhotoPass photographer out in front of it. And I was always like, I should get my photo. But we weren't expecting it to go down that fast.
It's like Disney has a new VP of secret keeping because they're doing a good job.
Yeah, I agree with Gio. It's the Cementosaurus.
So nothing from the past month or so. There've been some fair amount of announcements.
We learned that the Monsters Inc. Expansion will be called Monstropolis, according to the new display that's in the Walt Disney Presents, and in there they have the Monstropolis, the Tropical Americas model that we saw at the D23 Ultimate Fan event, and then just the Frontierland expansion. I'm bringing that back.
No.
They have the concept art, and then 2 little maquettes of Mater and Lightning McQueen. I was like, okay, you have to remember, people who go into the theme parks usually aren't the ones that follow us for some reason, and they don't know all about these things. So it was great to see. I love looking at the Tropical Americas model, seeing how cool that's going to look if it looks half of the way the model does, and they put in a lot of trees. That would be great.
Oh, I thought of something I could talk about. It's
Yeah.
not really theme park related, but it is from the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, which we have also been covering as it gets ready to open here in Southern California. And they put on a Halloween show. It was like a Victorian Halloween using an old-timey magic lantern, which is kind of like a slideshow that predates like motion pictures. It was really cool and interesting, and they did like a Q&A afterwards. It wasn't at the museum because they haven't finished building it yet, but they did it in Los Feliz, and I wrote up a whole recap of the event and with photos and stuff you can check out at Laughing Place.
Thank you. That's cool. Jeremiah, why are you laughing?
Los Feliz.
Yeah, me too.
Los Feliz.
I think I said it the correct way, and you guys are saying it the wrong way.
You're probably right. But nevertheless, that's the way we grew up, so we're laughing at you.
Gio did bring up a good thing that we shouldn't talk a lot about, but the price increase over the past 2 weeks,
That
just
happens.
left and right, everything.
But at Universal Studios, if you pre-purchase your parking, you can save $3. How about that?
And they've
Orlando.
added in
Orlando.
now the special, you can purchase a VIP once only. It's pretty much Lightning Lane.
I heard it both ways.
Yeah.
Rebecca, you just got back from 10, 11, I don't know, I can't count, days at Disney World. Anything strike you from your visit?
Food's still good.
What's your favorite food that we ate? We ate a fair amount on property this year. What was your favorite one?
So we ate at Steakhouse 71 for a breakfast. We ate at Captain Cook's for a snack.
Buffet across from Disneyland.
We ate at Trattoria for dinner, which is unusual for us. That's a boardwalk restaurant. Usually we hit that for brunch. Big fans of their brunch menu. Really impressed with their dinner menu.
Yeah.
I mean, everything we had was extremely flavorful. The service was delightful. And now that they've changed the music in the morning, I'm not as big of a fan, and so I enjoyed being there in the evening. We hit Beaches and Cream, and I think it's one of the best bargains on property. The ice cream sundaes there are well made, and it's a lovely setting. And now that you can make reservations, go for it. How did we see 6 kitchen sinks while we were there that night?
Yes, we absolutely did.
And I mean, because it's 6 scoops of ice cream, all the toppings in the house, and a whole can of whipped cream.
A whole can?
A whole can.
Yeah. And I mean, it was, and if you check out the price and you compare it to other, I probably shouldn't say this, like people are watching, but in all seriousness, if you were to just look at the price of a kitchen sink and then you look at other similar kitchen sink, what?
A whole can.
Oh.
Good job, Giddy.
It's very competitively priced, which is not typically something you can say about Disney. Disney tends to be premium price. So yeah, but I had so when we used to live in Orlando back in the early zeros, they've added liquor. So I got to have an alcohol milkshake, and I enjoyed it. It was Bailey's, and it was good. But they didn't have that when we used to go there for our Friday night date nights. So I was like, woohoo!
Good callback from Todd there, though.
Yeah. Napoleon could. I don't. Oh, now I get it.
Ziggy Piggy.
Oh, by the way, the best rant, Doobie, about the seasonal stuff. is ESPN SportsCenter anchor Arda Okal. He went on this whole amazing Halloween time frame. Halloween deserves its own season, and he pointed it out that with this just disturbing moment in a I want to say it's a Walmart. Look at this right there, side by. No, it's too soon, and this shouldn't be happening. So yeah, no, it's a great.
Don't worry,
it's a great
Thanksgiving is coming.
well, that was his argument. His argument, because he's Canadian, his argument was Halloween, American Thanksgiving, Christmas. That's how he described it, American Thanksgiving. I thought that was very funny. But there you go.
I have
their Thanksgiving was 2 weeks ago.
A new favorite thing at Disney World from this trip. So I love the Skyliner, best ride in all of Disney World. But Gideon and I got put on a Skyliner with a family of 3, I believe, and it was the long one from the Caribbean all the way to Epcot, and it's just so much fun to meet and talk to people on vacation in this confined area where they can't get away if they want to, and I just love it. I love that aspect of the Skyliner when they are combining into one. It makes me very happy. Get to make new friends, and we had a good time talking, helping them telling us about themselves and everything. Yes, Jeremiah?
Didn't you just describe your wife's ultimate nightmare?
I wasn't with them. On the flip side, as the only person in my family who likes fireworks, we ended up on the Skyliner as Epcot and Magic Kingdom were going off. And so traveling and getting to see both at once, amazing, so beautiful. And since they were enamored with the Skyliner, I got to fully enjoy the fireworks rather than feeling like I was hampering their Disney fun, because you've seen one firework, you've seen them all, people.
But that was a great view. I did enjoy seeing it. We were perfectly in line watching the Epcot, and then behind it, the Magic Kingdom. It was pretty spectacular. All right. Well, before we finish up today, I would be completely remiss if I did not. I mean, I can't believe I didn't lead with this, but finish with what really is the top story of perhaps the year. And I will let Jeremiah do this one. Go for it, Bull.
Capone's Dinner and Show closed last August. I was a server there, and they finally located for 11 years. I think.
I didn't know that.
Don't even. Yeah. No, it was from the time I moved out here to the closing night. I was part of that. And they've been working on getting a new location, and they did. It's not as close to Disney property as the former location, but they did. Their soft opening was this past Saturday. I'm trying to think of the days. It is a change in venue, so yes, Todd has been there. I have not myself seen how it all works. The photos I've seen, it's interesting, but at the same time, Capone's reopens as Capone's Underground. Sadly, Sleuth's Dinner and Mystery Show, another thing that's been around the Orlando area, I want to say it was for 35 years.
Wow.
Their final show will begin the beginning of next month, and they are closing. So, what used to be, as you guys know very well, because you'd go to see all these stupid shows for Benji's birthday, where there used to be a plethora of dinner shows, now, as somebody said, there can be only one, and it is Capone's, which I never thought I'd say.
Are you going back?
It is in discussion.
That is a wild thought, though. Okay. The Arabian Nights is come and gone. Dixie Stampede is come and gone.
Pirates is still there, right? The Pirates Dinner Show?
Yes. Pirates and Medieval Time are both there. Pirates is one they've gotten, just like Mike has seen out in California, where they change with the season and have the vampires. They've gotten very good at altering, where it's not always just the fun kids pirate show, where it can be a little bit more on the adult side. But yeah, it is Capone's, Medieval Times, and Pirate.
American Gladiators came and went. I mean, there have been so many dinner theaters along the 192.
There was an American. I don't even want to know about it.
The
Yep.
singers at the top of the Contemporary, top of the world.
Oh yeah. Yep. Lots
All
of
right. Oh, man, I just love this view Mike has. Mike is good at just framing.
Kyle, I do not know those answers as of yet. I'm probably going to go check it out Wednesday night.
I would advise you to pee first, based on our experience.
Got a lot of bodily motion conversation today.
All right. Anybody want to say anything else before we you know what I'm saying, before we're done?
I forgot to say when we were talking about the overnight taping, I don't know if there are still spots available, but theoretically you can go and sign up. It's all full.
It sold out before our story even went up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, good thing Mike will be there to report on it.
I will be there.
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. There is, I would say, a good chance we'll be doing this again 1 week from today.
And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. So
Yep. I will not.
You'll see me tomorrow walking through Disney's Hollywood Studios. So if you want to see that archway being gone, you can see it live.
woohoo.
I am going to Southern California tomorrow morning, so I can celebrate the 30th anniversary of Back to the Future at Universal Studios Hollywood.
40th.
So I can celebrate the 40th anniversary of Back. Wait, I just did the 50th of Jaws. Are you saying Jaws is only 10 years older than Back to the Future? That's crazy. They seem like such different eras. Anyway, celebrating the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future tomorrow with a screening at Universal Studios.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be at Disney's Animal Kingdom, showing you closed areas of dinosaur.
Which we saw those. Gideon rode dinosaur, I believe you said earlier, 64 times on this recent trip we just did. My son is crazy. Thanks for joining us. We will be back whenever we are. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Find the end stream button. There it is. Wow. Didn't even wait for